Hello everybody and welcome back to new Eriador. Before we start today, I want to address something. The video of yesterday was of course an April's Fool's video. We created our own little snapshot last weekend and said that you could tame an ender dragon and made a new end and stuff, because we thought that this might be quite fitting, and of course we will stay in this world and it will be possible maybe to play in snapshots in here. So what we said was just a little fool. And to start off today, I want to place a name in the temple here, because a comment on the last video made me super happy, which was made, let's find a special place for this. Let's do it right here. It is Xisuma Void. So he was commenting that he was quite liking the project that I am doing with the beacon control panel or beacon color control panel. And this comment really made me thinking. He said it's a quite impressive survival project, and yeah, this might be even a crazy survival project, but it really made me thinking, because yeah, how did I start even on YouTube? How did I get so far that Xisuma comments under my videos? And actually, that's a big thanks to Xisuma today. So what we'll do today is I will build one of these panels over there, and in the meantime, I will try to talk a little bit. Therefore, I've got a bunch of materials, a bunch of redstone stuff, so we can just hop over there and hopefully start building. So last time I showed you that this was starting to be dug out, and we can finish that, so we can go over and start building up the redstone stuff for it. And in the meantime, yeah, talk a little bit about how I started on YouTube and why Xisuma plays such a big role on that. So yeah, here we've got the beacon beams. I've got on my other screen a copy of the control panel, so I can see what I'm doing. First off, I want to block one of these beacons, because it will be centered, of course, on this one, and then there will be a second level where there will be another one of these control things, so it will be on 2 levels, so I can control both beacons. And now I just need to find the right direction where I want to start from, because I want everything facing to the middle, I think. So the middle would be here, and then I need to find the beginning so I can then focus on talking a little more. So I need some repeaters around like this. It will basically be 2 spirals going up, and the concept behind this is that you can block repeaters from the side, and then we have on the outer ring 1 gap, and then the next one will be blocked from the side again. 1 gap, next one will be blocked on the side, and when we activate those lines, yeah, one after the other, then of course we also have delay here in this line. Then the signal will be locked over time in the outer ring, while the inner ring travels twice as fast as the outer ring. It's quite complicated stuff, and I don't think that anybody will rebuild this, so I would just build it up now. And yeah, I want to talk a little about the start of my YouTube things. So when I was starting to play Minecraft, I was not watching any YouTube videos or anything like that. But after some time, I found, of course, some videos, and I started to watch German ones first. But then after some time, I realized that there's way better tutorials in English. So I started watching some channels and also Let's Plays, and actually started watching Biffa, I think, because I found Biffa's Bowl. I don't know who of you still know Biffa's Bowl. It was a crazy big project that he did in an ocean, was carving out a lot of water by placing a bunch of sand, and then later he was using sand duplicators. So it was in the first Hermitcraft season, and through Biffa I also found Xisuma Void, and he had really good videos on YouTube, and I really liked what he was doing, his tutorials, also his let's play on Hermitcraft in the first season. I really enjoyed watching, and yeah, then I was basically just watching these videos, and also I went back to watch the first episodes of the season, and it was a really great time on that season, I think. I think they had a lot of fun playing on there, and I really enjoyed watching. Back at the days, Xisuma was quite a lot smaller. I think he was around 50,000 subscribers. Now he's at 320k. Yeah, 50,000 was right. And then at one point, quite in the end of the first season, he had a video. It is, I guess, episode 108. I just remembered this one when I read his comment, because with this video he changed everything in my life, basically, because it was named YouTube advice or something. I will link that episode in the description so you can go and watch it too, because there's really good advice in there. And he was saying that, yeah, basically everybody could start YouTube if he has fun doing it, if he wants to try it out. He just gave me the last kick that I needed to start my channel. So he gave really great advice. He was saying that you won't grow with a let's play, for example, and I was sure that I couldn't do a let's play anyways, because my English was not that great at that time. So I started making tutorials, and some of you might know that I started it in English because I wanted to learn something myself, and I wanted to have a challenge myself. So starting it in English instead of German was then something I tried out, and it was never a question for me if I want to start it then, or if I would want to do videos in German, because I was so into the English YouTube community that I wasn't even thinking about starting it in German. So when I saw his video, I got so much motivation out of it to start my channel that I asked my roommate back then if he could help me set things up. I was at the time studying in the, I guess, 5th semester electrical engineering. I'm still doing that. I'm now in my last one. And he was then hooking me up with recording software, so open broadcaster software that was, and showed me how to use it, how to record a game, because he knew how to do that things. And that was then quite great, because 2 days after Xisuma released his video of the YouTube advice or YouTube talk, I can't remember right now what the exact name was. But yeah, then 2 days after, I had my first tutorial out, and going back to that tutorial, that wasn't that great, but it was a start on YouTube, and I got feedback for it because people were finding it. It was in 1.5 in the really beginning, so there was quite a lot of potential on doing new things. So I guess I got confused there a little bit while building the outer ring, and my brain still can't handle talking and concentrating on building at the same time. I guess if you ever did YouTube, you might know that issue. So I made a little cut here so we can continue with the stuff down here now. And but I think that you got kind of what big role Xisuma played for me in starting my YouTube channel with his videos, and mainly the one video. I don't know, it's such a big thing for me that it even was sticking still in my head from the time when he made it. I still knew what he was doing in his space. I still could remember him cutting down jungle trees in his very first Wastelands project. And when I was watching that video back, I was then thinking, oh yeah, I still can remember it. And I don't know if that's the case with all the videos. I don't think so, because normally you don't remember that much of the video that you watched over 2 years ago. So maybe you know why that played such a big role for me, and why the comment that Xisuma made under the video is such a big thing. For me, it's not that a big channel comments under my videos, it's just that himself, the one person that really made me start my channel, watched one of my videos. I was never expecting something like that. I was just doing the videos for you guys. I was always happy if I could help somebody, and that's still the spirit that I'm having. I like to help other people that want to do something that don't know how. I'm quite often on the community server, or on my community server, just hanging out and looking what people are doing, and if they want help with something, I'm there quite often for helping. If I'm not doing projects myself, now I'm going into the escape screen just to tap over to continue building this. So what this here is, that is basically the timing for the repeaters to go off in the right order. And what I will build next is the addressing cell, so I get the right address for it. And this is looking a bit different from the one that I made the tutorial for, because the one that I made the tutorial for is this one compacted and adjusted, but I will just build the one that I made before, cause that is way easier for me now to do. It's a bit different because we have this piston here. I think it's raining, isn't it? Yeah. We've got this piston here that is letting the signal then traverse through if the address is right. So we have the same thing with a comparator here, and then a bunch of delay on it. That got all compacted in my tutorial. I guess that the feedback on that tutorial was also quite great. And I think that I might inspire some people on using such a bus system. If I would do a base now again, I would do it completely different. I would try to hook up everything to a single spot somewhere in my base. And this is also the thing that makes the YouTube for me, or makes it a lot of fun, just inventing things. 3, 4, and 5. Then inventing is still playing quite a big role for me. It is not just the let's plays or making any tutorials, just copying other tutorials that I saw. I just want to make my own things, want to invent my own thing. That's what Minecraft makes so much fun for me. And yeah, why I really enjoy this. So coming up with these ideas like this control panel for the beacons, there may always be something that you might find useful or might like about it. And even if you just learn some little things like how a fade out, for example, works. I was talking to another person the other day and explained how fade outs and rising and falling edge detectors work. And if you then see it somewhere where it's really used, then you might think, oh, I've seen this already, and yeah, like it then. So I'm getting way off topic here. I guess that I will have to sort my thoughts a little bit. I will continue building this spiral there because this is now done. Doesn't look like it maybe, but if I place a repeater here and then connect this up to right here, and we put the signal from the control panel into this one here, then we get the address in here. If we just put an address in there, I don't know why I put all these repeaters on full delay. That's of course not right, because these are the address repeaters. And then if the address is right, the signal travels through to here. It gets into this timing thing, which then blocks the repeaters after the right time, and we get the signal traveled up. I will now build this up and put in the pistons with the glass, and then we have to connect it and try it out, I'd say. This actually took longer than expected. It's quite a high spiral. I wasn't expecting it, but of course it's 17 blocks height from this piston. And I've got now the different glass colors, which we can now place in real quick, because first we have the stone block, because this gets sent last, and of course we need to have the signal that gets sent last into the last repeater, because it will traverse through, and we want to stop the first one upstairs there. And now I guess we can just get these into the hotbar and place them one after the other. So let me get into this middle spiral. And then with white, gray, and then black. And yeah, final note maybe on my talk here about Xisuma and how his video inspired me. I really recommend to go back to that video, the episode on the Hermitcraft server that he did back then, and watch it, because basically all the advice that he gives there is still quite true. And oh, that was wrong. Because not that much has changed. There are a few things that has changed. For example, he was saying that he got featured by Dockham in the very beginning, and that made him grow because people saw Dockham commenting and liking Xisuma's videos. And I think that that's not the case anymore with YouTube. I don't think that you can actually see if somebody comments or likes another person's videos. Maybe if you look into the liked videos playlist, but other than that, the chances of somebody seeing, for example, Xisuma's comment under my video are quite slim. I think Twitter is an alternative. If somebody tweets your video, like yesterday, Sergi tweeted one of Manuel's videos, the snapshot one, because it was early out, and then it got featured by that, and that gives you a boost on YouTube. But other than that, it's really about the tutorials, like Xisuma says in his videos. Get your name out there and just have fun doing what you're doing. So I will quickly go now to the control panel, because now that the glass is in place, we need to hook it up. So I will dig down a spiral staircase over there and bring a signal downwards in a spiral. I just need to make sure that I have enough repeaters in between. And I need to make sure that I don't hit the slime farm I just noticed. So maybe it's not the best point for bringing it down. I might try to bring it down here in the corner somewhere. So let me get the relative coordinates of this. 10 and 9 this is from the center. That might be a good spot to bring the signal down. So yeah, just a bit of digging now, and then when I connect it, I will be back. That is now where the signal comes down, and then it goes over here just with a temporary line over to our first beacon, because we will have, I guess, this one then connected to the beacon that is, let me see, somewhere over there, and then from there on we will go in a square over all these beacons, because they will be eventually connected at some point, all of them. And the upper level then we'll have a second ring, just because you can branch off anywhere where you really want. But now I want to go back to here because I want quickly to change the address. So let me see, I said that we want to have 1, 2, then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 9. So let's change it to 9. Let's reset this also. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, wait, this is 1. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then we can also remove the block that I placed earlier, because this beacon will go right through the pistons, so we can set the other one up there, and then this beacon beam will go through the other set of pistons, which is quite awesome that we can place them so close to each other. And now we go back and up, and we'll try if this is working. I have the feeling that I have to do some bug finding, because I'm sure that I made a mistake when talking and placing all these blocks. So let's see if it works. Quickly through here to the minecart elevator, going up the tower. I still need to put some lights in this part, it's quite dark in there. And then we can set it. Are these all set now, or are these... I need to place a button so I know. Yeah, these are all activated. We don't want that. So let's disable them all. And then let us set it to... Whoops. Let's say yellow. So we leave all besides yellow, and then I quickly need to count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. In theory it should be this one. Let's see if it's working. I doubt it. So we're sending the signal, and if it's working, it should change the color. We won't see it that quickly because the updating has a... Oh, wow, it works. I was just gonna say the updating has a radius, so we won't see the color changing. Oh man, this is awesome. It looks weird with a yellow beacon. Let's change it to red, because red is new Eriador color, kind of. And it's white. Come on, update. Don't tell me that yellow was working and now red isn't. Mistake found. Just the comparator on the subtract mode, then it is working. But yeah, if you enjoyed today's episode, then feel free to leave a like. Don't forget to go over to Xisuma's video and check that out, because it's really helpful. But anyways, that's it for me. If you enjoyed today's video, then feel free to leave a like, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, and share this video with your friends. And I will see you then in the next video.